Fisherman and his wife. Once upon a time, a kind man named Finn lived in a tiny, weathered shack by the great blue sea. He spent his days in a small wooden boat, waiting for a tug on his line. One sunny morning, his fishing rod bent nearly in half. With a mighty heave, Finn reeled in a creature that took his breath away. It was a fish that shimmered like a polished gold coin, with scales that caught every ray of the sun. "Please, kind fisherman," the fish whispered in a voice like tinkling bells. "I am no ordinary catch. I am a prince of the tides. Let me go, and I shall not forget your kindness." Finn's eyes went wide. He had never heard a fish speak before. Being a man with a gentle heart, he carefully unhooked the golden prince and lowered him back into the cool, salty waves. "Swim free, little prince," Finn said with a smile. Finn walked home to the drafty shack he shared with his wife Greta. When he told her about the magical fish, Greta didn't smile. She crossed her arms and frowned. "You let a magic prince go for free?" she asked. "Look at this floor. Look at these leaky walls. Go back to the shore and tell that fish I want a cozy cottage with a bright red door and a garden full of flowers." Finn went back to the sea. The water was no longer clear. It was a soft, pale green. He stood on the sand and called out, "Oh, Glimmer Fish, Prince of the Deep! My wife Greta has a wish to keep." The golden fish popped his head out of a wave. Finn felt a bit shy as he asked for the cottage. "Go home, Finn," the fish replied calmly. "She has what she asked for." When Finn arrived home, the shack was gone. In its place stood a beautiful stone cottage with a bright red door. The air smelled of honeysuckle, and the garden was bursting with pink roses and yellow sunflowers. Greta was standing on the porch, wearing a clean new apron. "Is this not wonderful?" Finn asked, hoping she was finally happy. But Greta's happiness did not last. A week later, she said, "This house is too small for a woman like me. I want to be a queen and live in a giant castle." Finn sighed heavily. He walked back to the shore, where the sea was now a dark, swirling purple. He called for the fish and explained Greta's new wish. The golden fish nodded his head. "Go home, Finn. She is already queen." Finn found Greta in a massive hall made of white marble. She was sitting on a throne of solid gold, wearing a heavy crown that sparkled with diamonds. Hundreds of servants were rushing about, bringing her trays of fruit and silken robes. "Now you must be content," Finn said, looking at the grand walls. Greta just tapped her chin. "Being queen is a start," she muttered. "But I want more. I want to rule the sun and the moon." Greta shouted the next morning, "Go to your fish and tell him I want to be the master of the universe." Finn's heart sank. He walked to the sea, but a terrible storm was brewing. The sky was black, and the waves were as tall as mountains. He called for the glimmerfish one last time, his voice trembling against the wind. The golden fish didn't say a word. He looked at Finn with a sad, knowing expression and dived deep into the dark water, his golden tail flickering one last time before vanishing. Meanwhile, back at the castle, Greta stood on the highest balcony, screaming at the clouds. She reached her hands out toward the moon, demanding it to move at her command. Suddenly, there was a flash of lightning and a loud crack. When the smoke cleared, the castle had vanished. The servants, the gold, and the crowns were all gone. Finn found Greta sitting on a wooden bench outside their old, leaky shack. The sea was calm and blue again. They sat together in the quiet air, realizing that having each other and the simple sound of the waves was the greatest treasure of all.